Expelliarmus. Stupefly. Stupefly. Expelliarmus.
Oh, it's you. Sorry about that. I thought it was someone else trying to attack me, but no matter. Hey, what is up, guys? It's Chris Weird 25 here, and today we're going to talk about more Funko Pops. And for this video, you know, I had to dress up a little bit, even though Hufflepuff isn't really my color. This is the only thing they had available at Halloween time, so yeah. But hey, it matches, doesn't it? So I'm not complaining. So the other day, I actually got a chance to go to a bookstore, and I was able to find these Fantastic Beasts Funkos, and they all look pretty beautiful. Sadly, there was only a few of them, so I only have 3 in total. But no matter, I was still going to talk to you guys about it, and I'll also showcase the ones that came out from the first movie. But without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Alright, let's give this a go. Ah, it worked. That was pretty cool. So right here, we have Newt Scamander. So originally Newt was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but I fucking found him in the store. He was right there. He was also exclusive to places like Hot Topic or Barnes & Noble. But I was lucky enough to find him in the secondhand store, and he was just lying there on the shelf. Now, Newt's design for this one, his design is pretty simple and unique to the movie. He's carrying around his briefcase. You see him throughout the film. And you also see him with his wand he has in his hand. And he's wearing all his layers. So he has his little vest on. Obviously his white shirt with his bow tie, with a vest, with his scarf, and on top of that with his blue coat, matching with the whole Hufflepuff theme that he has going on. I love the design and details about this Funko. I love how he looks, and I love how he did his hair. It looks exactly like he did in the movie. And with the amount of layers going on with him, you can see that all like the details that went in there. It's a bit hard to tell, but he's also wearing his blazer, so add that another layer. So overall, Newt looks really beautiful, and you know, with the amount of layers he has going on, this Funko just looks absolutely beautiful and amazing. His box is obviously pretty simple, but something weird I found about this one, since this was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, this one was a bit weird. The main fact being is that on his back side of his box, it actually does not display any other characters that are a part of the collection. So as you can see back there, I'll probably pull up a better, higher quality still image. It says Newt Scamander. Collect the entire line of Funko Pop, Fantastic Beast, and where to find them vinyl figure. That's all it says back there. So who knows? Maybe at the time they didn't had any other designs for the other characters. So, but other than that, he looks very awesome, and I'm really happy to have him in my collection. Next up, we have one of the missing characters in the third film, which we haven't seen in the trailers yet, but is prominent within the first 2 films. We have Tina Goldstein. Now Tina looks exactly the way she does in the movie, mainly throughout the beginning parts when we were first introduced to her, when she was wearing like all of her blazer and her coat. Her design looks exactly like her from the film. You can see she has her necklace, her blazer on top of that, with even her coat being the final layer. You see she has her wand off to her side, but it's nothing too crazy going on with that. See, they gave her short haircut, or bob haircut, whatever you call it, and her hat as well. Now Tina on her back obviously it does showcase all the other characters in the series, but we'll actually talk about all of them that released on the website that I have pulled up, so we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, her design is really simple but very lovely to have, so I'm happy to have her in my collection. And the third one that I found, he's the most beaten up, but maybe that's just a reflection of his character. Right here we have Jacob Kowalski, and with this one, probably the funniest one of them all. So this is fully from either the second or third act of the film, when one of Newt's animals ran out rampant and he had to go catch them. Jacob ended up wearing a bit of protection for the animal. So as you can see, he has the helmet on, and he also has a thick layer vest on. And right underneath that, he has his suit as we see him wore throughout the film. And other details will showcase just like his mustache, his iconic mustache. He has one of the funnier looking ones because, you know, it was a funny scene when that happened. I mentioned earlier he was damaged. Nothing's actually damaged with the pop figure itself. It's mainly with actually the box. So as you can see, some of the edges and corners are a bit ripped. They're not too damaged, but they are a bit bent. You could actually see a bit more prominently within the back. So within the back, there's this huge line going down. And so you can definitely see that it's a huge crease in the box. So sadly, I think that does undermine its value a little bit. But honestly, he's perfect enough for me. I mean, his box is still in good condition. His figure itself is still in great condition and still protected from its packaging. And honestly, I'm really happy to have him as part of my collection. So that was mostly all of them. There was no other Fantastic Beasts characters. There was just another Newt, another Tina, and Jacob was the only one that was by himself. But now let's actually look into the website for all the pop figures that released for the first movie. So here we have this website that showcases a lot of the Funko Pops for Fantastic Beasts. So here we have Newt, the one I have in my collection. Well, right next to him is actually the other Newt design, which is him and an Okami egg. You see his design is a little bit different. He still has his wand in his one hand and has the egg on the other. Also doesn't have his scarf. Next up, we have Queenie Goldstein, which is obviously Tina's sister. You can see this actually showcased her design pretty well. Honestly, I think she looks even better than Tina herself. It showcased her pretty well with her gesture and the way her hair design is and the way the dress looks, even her heels as well. And right next to her is obviously Tina and Jacob, which I already showed you. Now, there is a lot of other Funkos that came with this collection, so I am going to go through them a little bit quickly. I'm not going to go through where they pulled from the scene, so I'll mention something very brief about each individual character. Next up, we have Safina Pickery. I believe that's how you're supposed to say it. It's been a while since I've seen the film, but also known as Madam President. Her design looks absolutely crazy and it's pretty fantastic. Right next to that, we have Percival Graves, who was a bad guy disguised as another bad guy. It was pretty crazy. His design looks exactly like him from the film and looks very wonderful. Right next to that, we have one of my favorite ones of the whole collection, is a Niffler. This is obviously one of Newt's pets, one of many things he takes care of. And most people know about this character is that he loves gold, so he collects a lot of gold, and you see he's stashing it in his pocket. Next up, we have a Niffler. Same design as the last one, but it is a bit flocked, which means he actually has fur. So they actually put fur on this character. I don't really like the design too much because, you know, you have to keep the flocked inside their box or else they will get dirty. He looks alright. Next to him, we have another Niffler, but this time with a coin purse. So it's sort of similar design, but he has a different hand position and he's holding a purse. So nothing too crazy with that. Next to him, we have a Newt and Pickett. Pickett being another one of the animals that tends to cling to Newt a lot. Pickett tends to help him a lot throughout his journey. Newt looks very basic. This is him without his coat, scarf, blazer. It's just him with his shirt and vest on. So ain't too crazy. But Pickett looks absolutely adorable. So next up we have Demiguise. Demiguise is one of the animals that got loose. This one is invisible. So as we see, the first one, it's him how he naturally looks, and the next one is his invisible mode. So you see how he looks very clear and actually looks pretty nice. Next up we have Okami, which is another one of the beasts that went loose. Okami's design is just like based on the movie, but you know, his small version. Last one of the collection is Gellert Grindelwald. With this one, you see he looks exactly like Percival Graves. The main reason as to why is because this is what I mentioned earlier. He is the villain disguised as the villain. Grindelwald disguised himself as Graves to get himself into I forgot what it was called, but it was the US Ministry of Magic. So as you see, compared from Grindelwald and Graves, their design are basically the same, except for the difference that they swapped out their heads and there was a bit of a color change with the hands, so there's nothing crazy with that. The rest of the characters are mostly from the second film, but I mostly don't have anyone from the second film, so I'm just gonna may save it for another video in the future if I ever get any more characters in my collection. Other than that, that's mostly all the Funkos for the first movie. Anyways, I'm really excited to have these guys part of my collection. I got basically the main crew, minus Queenie, of course. Even still, it's pretty exciting to have them in my collection. I can't wait to update my Funko app as well to have these characters in my collection. And yeah, I'm excited for this video to come out right before Fantastic Beasts and the Secrets of Dumbledore coming out April 15th. I'm pretty ecstatic for the film, and yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I'll see you guys later. Expelliarmus!